Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel in Zuri Books. My name is Desiree Crooks and I'm the author of my beautiful Afrocentric children's novel Nzinga, the Great Warrior of Angola. Stay tuned because I am going to be releasing 3 beautiful toddler books. Hey, look at me, coming very shortly. So without further ado, let's get started. Today I'm going to be discussing Benjamin Banneker. Now, some of you may be familiar with who this man was, as well as there are others who may not. This particular video is going to be a 2-part series. Sit back and enjoy. I think you'll find it quite interesting. Originally, a Frenchman by the name of Pierre L'Enfant was hired by George Washington to design the nation's capital of the United States of America. Pierre L'Enfant was hired for the job because George Washington believed he could create a magnificent building similar to the buildings seen in certain parts of Paris. But Pierre L'Enfant proved him wrong and did not live up to his reputation. He was an alcoholic and had a lot of personal problems that just got in the way of the job that he was hired to do. He was therefore fired. In anger, Pierre L'Enfant was so upset that he ended up taking all of his original plans with him. Now, given the sheer genius of Benjamin Banneker, he was later offered that same job. The main reason he was selected for such an impressive position was due to the fact that he had seen the plans and could replicate what he had memorized. This convinced George Washington that not only was this man capable of undertaking such an incredible task, but he would also allow George Washington to see how brilliant a man he truly was. During the 1700s, the European Caucasian builders, Freemasons, didn't have anyone in place that could fulfill their dreams. Benjamin Banneker, up to this point, had had some conversations as well as debates with Thomas Jefferson. Now, Thomas Jefferson shared in the racist views that all Africans were inferior to Caucasians, and that their intellectual capacity would never reach that of any Caucasian. Of course, Benjamin Banneker told him that was insane. Benjamin Banneker went on to prove that he was far more intellectually astute than Thomas Jefferson in all areas. After approximately 3 to 4 letters of exchange between both men, Thomas Jefferson concluded that Benjamin Banneker was the ideal person for the job, and went on to recommend him to George Washington to design the astrological plotting for the nation's capital, of which George Washington agreed. After all, why wouldn't George Washington be impressed with Benjamin Banneker? His past invention spoke volumes and spoke for itself. As a younger man, Benjamin Banneker studied ancient Egypt, previously known as Kemet. He convinced George Washington that the design would be the exact replica of Pierre L'Enfant's plan. He had his own plan in mind that would be similar to that of Kemet, and those were the plans that the nation's capital was actually done by. Benjamin Banneker and Andrew Ellicott set out to design the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Benjamin Banneker did the astrological, while Andrew Ellicott did the groundwork. They were able to put these things together that Washington, D.C. would be laid out physically and astronomically in alignment with the stars, the heavens, and the right angle, so that when they placed the monument, the prime meridian on 16th Street would cut Washington directly in half. Now, when I refer to monument, I'm referring to the obelisk, which was copied from the Tekken from ancient Kemet. In so-called honor of Benjamin Banneker, a park was named after him. But the blatant disrespect of everything was that the park was only a tiny fraction, which was a circle carved out from the entire design that Benjamin Banneker actually created. Now, the remaining portion of that same design was credited to Pierre Lafront, which is known today as Lafront Plaza. Remember, Benjamin Banneker finished the job that Pierre Lafront could not and was incapable of doing. I guess in some way they tried to appease themselves by dedicating a stamp in the name of Benjamin Banneker. This brings us to the end of this video. Stay tuned for part 2 of my 2-part series on Benjamin Banneker. If you like what I'm doing and you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell. That way, when a new video becomes available, you will be notified. Follow me on all my social medias: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like me on Facebook. Definitely check out my website at www.inzuribooks.com. And remember, I will be releasing 3 new toddler books. Hey, look at me. I am absolutely sure you'll be impressed with what you see. Until next time, peace, blessings, and much love.